All right, welcome back to the drive. Today we are leaving from class. We got one more week left of class and then I am done, thankfully. So that's cool. Now I'm headed over to go and pick up someone.
Turn left onto Avenue A.
Which leads us to the title of this video,
At the stop
basically.
sign, turn right onto West Highland Street, then turn right onto Central Avenue.
Thank you. I've met someone.
Turn right onto Central Avenue.
All right, motherfucker. We're not doing this.
Go past the stop sign.
Okay. So yeah, I've met someone. I have met a girl who I've been speaking to for a few weeks now, and we've gotten really close, and I think we're really enjoying each other's company. I mean, I wouldn't say I think, I'm pretty much know that. So we're doing good. Yeah, I'm really happy to have met her, and all stuff I could say, but I'll try and keep it short because this is gonna be a shorter drive. But yeah, we're headed over to that apartment right now. I don't like going in the other lane typically because then I have to like cross over, and they're already done anyway, so we're good. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. Oh.
Please scan ticket or
Whatever.
speed permit or
Okay.
touch lost ticket
We
button.
gotta get out. There we go. Seatbelt on. Put this up. And we are good to go. That's the first time I've had to do that, actually. I've always been pretty good about getting close. But yeah. I met a girl, we gotten really close, and I'm really excited. I'll let this guy go across, I guess. Okay. Okay. Anyways, back on track. We've been talking quite a bit. I've been hanging out at her place quite a bit as well. So I've been spending a lot of time with her, getting to know her a lot, and she's really fun. We've gone on a few different walks. We've gone to a few different places. We've actually gone to a few different like shopping malls because she's got to do some dress shopping for a wedding coming up. And so that's the first time for me. I've never gone dress shopping because obviously I don't need a dress. But I don't know, it's fun to walk around the stores and chat with her and go into different places, see what they're like. So can't complain too much about it. But yeah, we've gone down a lot of stuff together, and no complaints from me. She's definitely a new type of girl to me because I've always kind of been with girls who almost feel like they're desperate, you know? I don't know how else to really explain it. Like, I don't want to, the word like worship is very strong, but it's almost kind of how it feels. It's like they'll do everything in their power to make me happy, but then they won't focus on themselves, and so then it just feels like a completely one-sided thing, and I just really don't like that. She has, you know, she values herself a lot, and I really appreciate that and respect it. And it's brand new to me, and I enjoy it a lot, you know? It makes it feel like she's actually a person. So there's that. I mean, other than that, not really much else to really talk about. Mainly because privacy reasons, and not all of that needs to be shared. But yeah, I'm happy. and she's actually gonna come and potentially meet my parents today. She wants to kind of come with me to my house because I gotta go pick up a few things because I got work tomorrow in the morning, so I gotta get my workout fit, get some food, and get my medication. So she's gonna go over there, might meet my parents, depending on if they're out and about or not. Probably not my mom, but might be my dad. Yeah, I also got like a little 2-week tattoo the other day. We got one of those at Target. Put it on me because I wanted to kind of trick my dad with it because he's against tattoos, and he's like, you're not going to be under this house. You're not going to be able to have a tattoo if you're living under this house or whatever. And so it's like, okay, so I'm not getting a tattoo right now. I'm going to respect it. Although I do want a real one. I'm not going to do it right now. Oh shit, I got to get over it. Whatever, it's fine. I'm supposed to turn right there. Forgot I'm not going to my house right now. I'm going somewhere else. Yeah, he's very against tattoos, basically. My brother has two or three, but he doesn't live into the house, so it's not that big of a deal. But my dad obviously doesn't like it, but it's whatever. I have to get over in this left lane, and there is so many goddamn cars in this left lane. I'll have to see if one of them will let me in. Yeah, so I got this 2-week tattoo on my calf, and it's like a bear, and like there's like trees inside the bear. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I actually like it a lot. Just to kind of, mess with my dad a little bit, see what he'd say. And he saw it, but he didn't. It took a while for him to see it though, because we were out back yesterday working on power washing the patio and everything, and he didn't even see it for a while until I eventually got in the pool. And he's like, he walked past me as he's going to pick up his phone because his phone is ringing, and he's like, what did I tell you about tattoos? And then I was like, uh-oh, he noticed. And God, my hair is so like today. I don't like it. It's not, whatever, I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, he saw it and he said that, and then once he got the phone, he's like, I don't like tattoos. Or he was like, what did he say? It's basically something like, why would you get a tattoo? And then I think he said like something threatening. But then I was like, it got to a point where I was like, okay, it's not a real one. It's just a 2-week little like sticker, like tattoo thing. So he's like, okay. So that fizzled out pretty quickly. I showed my mom when I got home. I was like, would Dad be mad about this? And then she's like, did you get a tattoo? I'm like, no. I wasn't trying to like break her heart as much as my dad's, I was like, no, it's just a little 2-week one. And so, yeah. That was an interesting experience. But yeah, back to my hair now. So she taught me something I had no idea really about. I knew that some people, I knew there was like a thing with like not like washing your hair every single day. I didn't know why. I thought it was because like it damaged your hair. But apparently it's like, if you wash your hair every single day, if you forget to wash it one day, your hair is just going to be like really oily. And so like I took a shower this morning, but I didn't shampoo or anything because, of that sort of thing. It's like you're supposed to do it every other day. And so now like my hair is looking like this, and I don't know. I gotta let it like take time to get used to it, because apparently like the oils in your hair is like trying to make up for it. I don't know how it works. I'm not a hair scientist, so there's that. Other than that, I'm finishing off with school. I actually completed, had my last like class assignment yesterday for a project, so I don't have to worry about that class anymore. It's officially over, so that's exciting. And then this next class, we're doing a project on like making a healthier America. So we're trying to reduce calorie intake by 5% by next year. Basically, that's just kind of like our project, and it's making like ideas of like how to work with like bigger restaurants like McDonald's, Burger King, etc., and trying to work with them to provide more healthier options into their menu. If that makes any sense. Turn on my cruise control. So yeah, we're finishing up that project. We had a presentation today of like going over like the improve and control part of our project, which went well, but last night was really frustrating because I thought we were done with this. I was under the impression that we were already done with this. We didn't have anything more to do because there was like good job everyone or whatever. Like those messages were going around. So I'm like, okay, we're done. And you might be asking like, well, shouldn't you have known that it was done without just assuming or whatever? It's like, yeah, but my impression of this project was like, we're just copying and pasting our research that we already had and just formatting it to this one thing. So it's like, you know, if there's already like 3 people working on it, it's not gonna take that long and they're probably just gonna finish it. So it's like, whatever. I was in the impression that was already done. But then they like asked me to go and work on this one slide. I'm like, okay, sure, I'll go ahead and do it. And the slide was about failure rate calculations. And I'm like, for a while, I'm like, what do we even mean by like a failure? What constitutes a failure in our presentation? So I'm like, the first thought I had is like, okay, whether a consumer purchases an unhealthy food item on from like McDonald's versus a healthy option food item on the McDonald's menu, you know, that was my first thought. But then that gets into like, how do you, okay, that gets into how do you even study that, you know, like unless you go out and physically do the study your own, there's not a way to come up with a proper like average of how many times someone chooses an unhealthy item versus a healthy item. There's no studies out there like that from my research. So it's like, that's not gonna work. So I go to my group and I'm like, what do we constitute as a failure? Because I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out, you know, how I should do this and how I should calculate this. Because the failure rate's obvious. A failure rate is like, you take the amount of failures. So like say, for example, basketball. You take 50 free throws, you miss 12 of them. 12 divided by 50, what is that? 24, 76% of like make, but it'd be 24% failure rate. So it's easy, but it's like figuring out what is a failure and how to format, you know, how many failures there are. It's difficult. There was no way to do that really. And so I asked them like their ideas. I didn't get nothing. I just got broad ideas. It's like, oh, I think it's just wanting to know how many times our solution fails. Thank you. I knew that one already. I need to know more specifics. All right. That's what I need to know. I need more specifics here. Can I get some ideas? Nothing was said. So I'm like, okay, you know what? It was like 11:50 and it was due at 11:59. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna delete my slide. There's no way we're gonna be able to solve this in this amount of time. There's no point. I don't even think we need this. Because to be fair, this failure rate thing wasn't even on, like there wasn't a rubric for this assignment or anything, but there wasn't a when you look at improve and control when it comes to like Six Sigma or anything like that. When I was reading the documents that were provided as like informative documents, there wasn't anything about providing a failure rate. So I didn't feel too hurt just like taking it off, but it was just so frustrating last night. And so I went to go sit on the bed and just kind of just think for a while because, you know, I just want to get away from my computer and just go to a place where it's like more isolated and just think. That's what I did. And then she came over and just kind of sat with me and tried comforting me, and I really appreciated it. You know, we thought through it, and we're just like, yeah, we're just not gonna do my slide. That's whatever. Then I played pool. We played pool upstairs a little bit, and yeah, it was fun. But yeah, it was just really frustrating last night, and I didn't even really know what to do. What else has happened? I do have a notebook, but I don't know where it's at. The notebook, I've written down like what I want to talk about, but I don't know where my notebook went, so I don't have that with me right now, and that's a little frustrating. I have learned that I don't like lavender in my vanilla lattes. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't. I mean, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's all right, but it just has too much of this earthy flavor to it. And I'm just like, I want sweet. I don't want like earthy mixed in with it. That's what I need in my coffee. But for the first time ever, I went to a coffee shop to go and kind of like study. And I went with her to a coffee shop that she likes going to, and that was fun. It was actually really easy to kind of focus there. I don't know how that works, but it just does. So I've had that experience now. And another huge thing. There's this other girl that I was talking to a few weeks ago. I was interested in. We had met up or whatever. But like after a few days of talking to her, I realized she's kind of turning into my ex, where she's like very desperate, it seemed. She always craved attention. Like if I would go away for 3 hours or whatever, she would in turn like be like, what are you up to? You don't like me anymore, or stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I need to be able to do my stuff, you know? And I know at some point it's like a joke, but it just kept on happening. So I was like, okay, this isn't really a joke. She definitely wants to have constant attention. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like me responding to her and giving her that attention in turn made her feel like this was acceptable. I did eventually come out and talk to her about it. Just be like, hey, this is what I'm not liking or whatever. And I just couldn't get past it at the end of the day. And so I ended up just kind of like removing her, and we had stopped talking. Because she had asked, do you want to stop talking? I'm like, yeah, probably for the best of us. Or for the both of us. Probably best for both of us. God, I cannot speak. I removed her. I blocked her on like text or whatever, and I never really blocked people either. It's just I felt like this was needed. And so I blocked her on Snapchat, or I unfriended her on Snapchat, and I blocked her number. And then I get a message from her on Instagram, a DM, and it was just like her guilt tripping me. I'm just like, bro, what? It's like, she's like, I was so happy and all this stuff. I'm like, I understand that, but like, this is a two-way thing. It doesn't matter whether you, like, only you were just happy. It's also, was I happy as well? I've learned from my mistakes with that already. And I'm not going back to that. So, yeah, there's that. I know. Women are weird, man. But so are men. But I don't know. I need to get off here. I just gotta learn to figure out who I'm talking to first, and just kind of stick with that, you know? And obviously right now I don't feel like I need to do that because I'm already like very comfortable with this girl. What the hell? She knows what she wants and all that stuff, and I'm not too worried about it. But other than that, I haven't really been up to too much. I mean, I've definitely been less on the content creation side. I'm trying to get there, but I don't know. I think I value in-person stuff more. I'll figure out a balance though. I'm not unhappy with where I'm at, you know, but I also want to be able to make sure I'm keeping up with my hobbies. And I am, you know, I'm able to, I'm not like trapped or anything here. I'm always free to go and do whatever I want. So I'm making the decisions that I want to make, or I'm doing the things that I want to do or that I prefer doing. So I don't want to make it seem like I feel trapped at all. If that makes any sense. I'm just doing what I'm happy with. And I think that's how life should be. Oh, look, there's my car. Now I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna get in this gate. Usually there's always someone there that's like going in or out, so I can just get in. But there's a car behind me, so I might see if they can get in front of me because they're probably going in. So I can just follow behind them. Let's see here. Yeah, good. There's definitely a lot more I can talk about. I just don't have my journal with me, so I don't remember everything that I'd wanted to talk about, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull off to the side and follow this car in. Yeah, here we are. We're vibing. Yeah, that's gonna be about everything for today. Thank you all for watching this. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys again very soon. I'll definitely have a lot more to talk about, so I just gotta find my journal, find my little notebook first. So there's that. Have a good day, everyone.